So, thank you for joining us for another episode of Just Ask Rick. And this week we thought we'd mix it up a little bit and have some kind of employee takeover where Sophie will be asking me questions. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm alright. What do you do? Tell everybody what you do, by the way.
I'm one of the social media gurus, so I help people with their planning and strategy on social media, helping them become a social media expert, really.
There we go. Thank you very much.
So how would I start my business on social? What's the best way to do it?
Okay, how would I start my business? What I find is people want to run before they can walk. Okay, they want to go and do it too fast. Even like listening in on all those guru sessions that we have, people are like, oh, you know, they're bored. They want to get on with it, and I appreciate that. But there's certain fundamentals that you got to do. You got to be found first of all on these social media platforms. So making sure that all your platforms are optimized for discovery is key. So having every aspect of your LinkedIn profile filled out. So to whatever platform you're using, your Facebook page has multiple areas that help you be discovered if you fill them out. Take the time to write it properly. Twitter and Instagram, again, it's not so detailed, but still you have attracting sort of SEO-esque keywords that you could put in there, and you have engaging keywords that help people. You pull people in and have them engage with you. And again, consistency is the key. Posting daily on your timeline and newsfeed, so there's enough social proof for those people to make an informed decision, whether they do, first of all, like, then maybe engage, and then maybe buy from you in the future. But you mainly have an opportunity to control the flow of the activity by listening on all of the platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, telling people that you exist, using these social media platforms just to tap them on the shoulder and say, listen, this is what I do. In the first instance, I'd like you to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, wherever it is, whatever platform it is that you're using to reach out, then you've got them, haven't you? You can start feeding them that social proof and take control of it. Don't be posting, sticking your finger in the air, expecting it to happen. Make sure that you take control of it. You listen socially, and you make sure that you attract this attention to you. And that's the biggest piece of advice I can give you.
And what advice would you give to your younger self?
To my younger self, probably to listen more, because I was always a bit of no, I know best type of character. You know, I almost risk sounded like my dad. You know, if I'd known then what I knew now, you know what I mean. That's probably one piece of advice. But my biggest turning point in my life, really, forget career, my biggest turning point in my life is just having complete self-awareness, not really giving a shit what people think about me, you know, because I was always nervous to post on the timeline and newsfeed. I was nervous to put a video out there because I thought people might laugh if I get my words wrong, or if I swear by accident, or you know, if I look stupid, or if I say something that wasn't quite right but just my opinion. You know, being completely self-aware, I know that it's my opinion. I'm not asking anyone else to subscribe to it, but what I do day to day works. Okay, so if you want to get your opinions elsewhere, you're welcome to it. But what I'm putting out right now is my opinion. And yeah, for years I spent a long time hiding away, being afraid of doing all sorts of different things because I thought I'd get laughed at. And as soon as I realised that it doesn't really matter, then my life changed massively.
I've got another question, going back to, I guess it can be for you as well as a guru. When you're speaking to clients, would you recommend like one major platform that they should be on as a business?
Well, I recommend that everyone has a profile on all the platforms, just so they've got social proof out there. And you don't know when you can miss a market. Like, you don't want, because not everyone's going to be on LinkedIn, not everyone's going to be on Twitter, not everyone's going to be on Instagram. They might just be on one of those things. So it's important to be on all of them to make sure you've got yourself out there. But it depends. The best platform for clients would depend like what their industry is. So for more business and networking, it would be LinkedIn. Whereas if it was more fitness, photography, it'd be Instagram. So it just depends what works for them. But definitely try and have a presence on all of them because of the social proof.
That's a good point. And you know, if you spread your digital footprint far and wide, when somebody searches for your business, you're going to be found. You're going to be found in all them top spaces. We answered a question 4 or 5 videos ago. Does social media impact on your Google rankings or search? It doesn't affect it, but it certainly gives you an opportunity to be found, especially if you're on all 4. If I were to pick just one social media platform, it would always have to be Facebook, because it's still the biggest. You know, Instagram is huge, LinkedIn is getting massive, you know, almost as big as Instagram. It's still a few 100 million people away, but it, you know, I do think it'll get there. So there's still a lot of mileage for any one of these platforms to catch up to Facebook, to be honest with you. So I would not like to see that one go if any of them were to disappear at all.
So if there's one piece of advice you'd give to a new entrepreneur starting a business, what would it be?
One piece of advice: be brave. Yeah, really do, you know, and that sounds really broad, because it is. You have to be brave in every decision that you make. The decision to start is a brave move. The decision to post is a brave move. The decision to commit to a new idea when everybody, like they did with this idea, told you it was stupid and it would never take off, is a brave move. And the only way I did that was to be brave and not to give a shit when anybody thought, really, and to go ahead and do it. You know, being that thing that is brave really overcomes a lot of obstacles. A lot of obstacles. So be brave and commit wholeheartedly to your vision.
Yeah, I think you've just got to be brave. A lot of people, when starting a business today, you can't afford not to be on social media, because it is the biggest tool out there and it's free. So why, you've got to use it. But yeah, you've just got to get yourself out there, get posting, be brave, and not worry about what people think about you. Because if you succeed, you'll be the one laughing, not them.
Will. You're more likely to inspire more people as well. I think that's the thing that really kind of gets me a little bit excited about it all. And I'm not a hippie, and I don't want to be any kind of motivational kind of rah-rah speaker at all. I don't see myself as being that person. But imagine other people that in your network, in your group of friends, in your family, that actually you're inspiring to make that move, because they look at you and thinking, oh, well, if our Rick can do it, I can do it. You know, and that's like how you're impacting people, and you don't realize you're doing it, but they're looking from afar, seeing what you do, and by being brave, you know, you're touching more people than you are just the people that you're working with as well. It's really I think it's a good thing. And the thing is, social media gets battered continuously about how it's affecting people socially, how it's affecting people sort of mentally. Well, what about the positive side of things? The positive side of things that people are looking in at our social, the I'm Just Rick stuff, and the positive feedback that we're getting saying, keep going, keep doing it, you can do it. You see all these other people actually brave enough to go out there and put out some kind of positive mental attitude, and they're not being heralded, they're not being thanked for anything. If anything, they're being sort of classed as these people that are affecting the world out there and making people insecure. So that really does grate me right now, to be honest with you. I think if you are brave enough to go out there and stick your neck out, go do it, because you are genuinely going to affect people in the right way and not a negative one. So just round off, because the boss says so. Thank you very much for joining us again in another Just Ask Rick. Thank you to Sophie for an employee takeover. Appreciate the questions. If you like what you've seen, if you want to add, contribute yourself, comment below, leave us some questions. And again, of course, do not forget to like and subscribe.